All right, hello my friends, welcome back to the channel. We are going to finish up week 1 of Defemember for this year. I do actually already know what the prompt is today, but let's go ahead and show for you. So today, December 5th, we have Snippet Roll and Woven Flowers. So I knew what this one was because I did a little bit of prep for it. So I have never made a snippet roll, but I have wanted to make a snippet roll. Also, sorry if the lighting's bad. I did try to fix it by brightening up some of the lights, but it is a gray and sad and dreary day here. So I did go ahead and prepare this. And what I've made this from, if I can get it off, there we go. What I've made this from is some of my own handmade paper that I just tore into strips and glued together. And then I attached this sari silk to the top of it. So if you're unfamiliar with what a snippet roll is, basically we're going to do a bunch of collaging on here, and we'll roll it back up, and then you can just take off pieces of it to use in various journals, or you can make one whole snippet roll for an entire journal. But yeah, it's basically just going to be a lot of collaging, and I am having some serious allergy issues at the moment. So since there's not really anything to explain, excuse me, I am going to probably go ahead and put this on just a fast forward with a little bit of music for you guys. But I did select a couple of things that I thought I might like to include. Let me go ahead and just bring you down a little bit. Okay, and I'm thinking about going mostly neutral with just a couple of pops of color. So I went ahead and went through my little stash of stamps. These ones are all ones that Barb sent me, so those are awesome. I gathered a couple of buttons. I just picked these up at a thrift shop, and I thought they went really well with the color of the cover here. I also have some scrap pieces from Barb, and then a couple other handmade papers, some scrap paper, this textured paper, and then for the woven flowers, there's a bunch of different ways you could take that. Immediately, of course, the first thing that came to my mind was embroidery or crocheting. So I only have one of these, so we're going to use this for the final piece today, but I did want to add a little bit of woven flowers on here as well. I have not 100% decided how I want to do that. I have some scrap lace that was sent to me. I have some doily I could cut apart and use. Or you could take the prompt as woven as in the flowers are like intertwined with each other. So that I still have to decide, but all of this stuff's going to be the base. So I'm going to go ahead and start with that. Since I have only a limited amount of the stamps, what I'll do is I'll actually go through the entire roll and kind of place them strategically so that they're not clumped together, they get kind of more spread out and stuff. And then I'll probably go in with the buttons last, just because there's only 5 of those and they're a little bit bulkier. So yeah, like I said, just a little bit of collaging today. I'll go ahead and throw on some music for you guys, and then we'll get right into it. Slight change plans. I do, because I want to make sure that the stamps get seen. I'm actually not going to start with the stamps. I'm going to start with the papers that I'm going to collage with. So yeah, that's the only difference, and we'll get right into it. Okay, so let's just show you how it's looking so far. So this is just with the papers and the stamps. And then we're gonna have to decide how we want to do the woven flowers. If we just want to do some like die cuts interwoven, or if we want to use the lace and stuff. So with this lace, there's a couple different options. There is little flowers up here. There's little leafy kind of deals down here. There's also some in these little like heart shapes. I don't know if I want to cut those apart, but this is one of the two options I have. So I'll just lay that down here so we can have a look at it. And then the other option I had was this one, which I can use the whole flower or I can use just the leaves, but I think I'd want to use the whole flower. So I'll just lay that down here. And which one of those do I like better? That is a tough decision, because I really like both of them. These ones are a lot smaller as far as, you know, size width wise goes, but they're both like the same depth, so that doesn't make a difference. I do get a little more variety with this one. Possibly I could... I'm wondering. What I'm actually thinking now is to use kind of these leafy bits from this one and then use the bigger flower from the doily. Let's not forget, we do want to add buttons, so we'll put that there as well so we can see. Yeah, I still really like both of them, even with the buttons. Okay, so really quickly, just to check. I don't think this is what I'm gonna go with, but I do want to just see if I like... Oh, I do kind of like the rose gold. Okay, well, I was not expecting to like any of those. Let's see. I don't care for the white. Let's try a gold. No, I don't like the gold with this green. Anything else? I could try a black. Let go, please. That gives it really good contrast, but I don't like the black with this orange. Makes it feel a little too Halloween-y to me. I do really like the rose gold, though. I'm feeling like I want texture more than I want these, and these I can always add in later if I feel like it. So for right now, I'm just gonna go with the lace and the doily. And I can decide what I want to do. So if I did something like this, one moment please. Okay, so if I did something like this, is that too much? Oh gosh, I don't know. That does make it a little bulky where I have them overlapping. So if I just did one of these slightly off center. Okay, I think I like this. And I'm thinking since I have 5 buttons, I'll use 5 of these. Yeah. So let me go ahead and cut those out. Okay, so I ended up cutting all of them out. I don't know if I'll use all of them, but like I accidentally cut this one weird because this was obviously handmade and they'd done the stitching a little bit differently on that one. So I probably won't use this one. But, you know, I can always cut it up and use the other bits. It's fine. I also wanted the ones that I felt like were going to lay the most flat. So I think those 4 and this one. Yeah, okay. And then I have 2 more. We may cut up and use these other 3 for more decoration. We will see. But my plan is to attach these pretty much evenly throughout. So I have to find my center point, which is about right here. And that's where one of them's gonna go. So it doesn't have to be exactly. I'll find the place near there where I want to put it. I don't want to cover up that. I think about here should be good. And I'm going to use some fabric glue for this instead of my 3-in-1 just because it'll hold a little better. Or not my 3-in-1, sorry, my Bearly Art. 3-in-1 would also hold this down perfectly fine. But I like the fabric glue better. And then I'll give this a little bit to dry, and once it's dry, then I can sew the buttons on. And then we can decide if there's anything else that needs to be done. So yeah, I'll get these glued down, I'll give them a little bit of time to dry, and then I will be back with you guys. Okay, so it's been a little bit, and I've gone ahead and sewn the buttons on just because that's a lot easier to do off screen. And I really did like the way that the rose golds looked on here. So I've gathered a couple, I think I have 2 of each design. Yeah, 2 of each of these designs. And I kind of want to scatter them throughout here. So I'll just start at the center. And I have, so then I have 4 that I can put on the bottom half and 4 I can put on the top half. And I don't want to double up on too much here. So let's go with one of those and one of those, because those are the thicker ones. I'll go with one of those and one of those. And I'll group, let's see, these 2 together and these 2 together. You don't have to do that. That's just me. I did also add just a couple of tiny leaves every so often that I used from one of the other ones I cut out. So I will quickly decide where I want to put these. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with this. I think it looks nice and full. If we chop up some pieces to use for different things, we've got a good variety on here. I think this is gonna come as a surprise to absolutely no one, but I think we need some splatters. The question is, what color? I'm tempted to try and find a green like the buttons or an orange. I don't really have a rose gold, but I do have a bronze, which is also neutral and would look great. Obviously, white would look fantastic. Ooh. You know what? I think I'm gonna go with the bronze. I think I'm gonna do it. I think it's close enough to the rose golds, but different enough to give it just a little bit of extra oomph. So let me grab that. Okay, and I'm just going to use my bronze here to get a couple of splatters down. I'll give that a quick dry and then we can roll it up and I'll show you guys the really satisfying part about making these. Okay, so as you can see, it is all rolled up. It got quite bulky. That is to be expected. But the really fun thing about this, and what I love seeing when other people do it, like I said, this is my first time, is the unrolling. How fun is that? So we're going to take a bit of this and find somewhere in the journal to put it. You could use this for all kinds of things, even just take like little bitty pieces out and use them as clusters and stuff. But to get the full effect, I think I'm going to want to do a belly band with it. So let me get this out of the way and pull you guys back up so you can see the journal. Okay, so like I said, I want to find a place to put this in the journal. Oops, forgot to take these scraps out last time. And I'm just going to do the belly band, I think, today. I don't think I'm going to make a card or anything to go in it because we can use one of the other prompts to do that. I do really love this, but I'm afraid that will be too busy. Maybe not. It kind of pulls it back, actually, because there's a lot more neutrals on here. But let's keep looking. I actually have quite a bit in this first signature, so let's go to a different signature. Let's try maybe this one. God, I love that paper. This is already really bulky though, so I don't want to add more to it. I do not want to cover up that beautifulness. Let's see. Love this too. We could possibly do it here. I like that. Yeah, let's put it here. Okay, let me just figure out where I need to cut. Try and make it straight. I'm not the best at that. And then we can move that out of the way. And here's our belly band. So let's go ahead and attach it. And then on another day, we can use one of the other prompts to stick something in it. And I kind of like the fact that this is actually on like the edge of a paper instead of in the center, because I can still come in from either side, but it just kind of finishes off this blank page here really well. We have some of the woven elements in here, did I want to add, because it will add a little bit more bulk, but did I want to add the other flower? Where did I put it? There it is. Probably should have thought about that before I glued it down so that I could have sewn this on. No, I think I'll probably just use this for whatever card I end up putting inside. All right, let me see. Let me get you a little bit of a close-up. And let's turn that light on so you can see the shimmers. And yeah, there we have it. That is so fun. And then I can just store the rest of this to use in any other journals that I want to. And you know, you could just cut off just that piece. You can use it in small sections. You can use it in large sections. So yeah, that's lots and lots of fun. Go ahead and get that re-rolled. And yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me today. So this is the end of week 1. So we have the first 4 of, I think, 18 prompts done. How many are there in total again? Yeah. So the first 4 of 18 prompts is done. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I had a lot of fun my first time making a snippet roll, and I'm definitely going to have to do it again. So yeah, thank you guys so much, and I will see you on Monday with the next video. Bye.